In ancient times, when people made maps before that, they knew the world was round and all of that. They would map out to wherever it is that they knew, and then out on the edges, they had these little warnings that said, "Beyond there be dragons," and so nobody ever went there. And so that belief about the fact that there were dragons out there kept people to some degree where they actually were. And the only way that we ever found out that there weren't actually dragons out there were to feel our way out and to go out and to see what was actually there. Not to let our minds or other people tell us what was there, but to experience it, to actually feel our way into it.
When we limit our ability to tolerate the dark emotions, what we do in a sense is we also limit our capacity to experience the positive emotions in life. And so our life becomes very small so that we can manage this kind of a constricted emotional state.
If we have some deep wound or difficult feeling that's there, and we say, "I'm not going to feel you," and allow our fist to hold on to it almost like within ourselves, we can choose to hold it like that, or we can choose to hold it like this, where the pain comes and we're able to be with it and then it passes away. But the more we hold on to it like this, the longer it sticks around and it gets more intense.
What creates the suffering is this thought that I don't want that pain. I want it to go away. In fact, I'd do anything to make it go away. And it's not just pain that's the culprit. Pleasure, we have this kind of perverse relationship with it where we get pleasure in our lives and we want more of it. One piece of chocolate cake is not enough. And one lover that I had that it's not working out with, I want another one. I want to swap this one out for another one. Or this job, it really doesn't glorify me properly. I want to change careers and get a new one. We want more and more pleasure. And we resist what is. We're not letting flow what's flowing in our lives. I'm talking about a new relationship with experience, all the things that are coming up in your life moment to moment. I'm talking about really looking at those things closely and having the courage and honesty to let it be what it is. If it's painful, then give yourself to that. Let it be painful. And if it's pleasurable, then let it be pleasurable for as long as it wants to be. But this grasping, this sense of things aren't okay. We got to change conditions. We got to manipulate more in order to get things just so. And even if by heroic efforts we're able to tend to conditions in a way that we get things just how we want them for a moment, they'll change again. They'll change on us again.
The struggle with it is what causes us suffering. It's when we struggle with it. It's when we push away from it. It's when we can't tolerate it. It's kind of like, I'm a surfer. So what they teach you when you first learn to surf is if you get sucked in by a riptide, that you have to relax into it. If you don't relax into it, you're going to drown because you can't struggle against it. It will take you under and you will drown. So you relax into it and you go with it. And it carries you, the riptide will carry you a mile down the shore and it will spit you out and you'll swim to a different shore, but you've made it. And it's a little like that with our suffering. Struggling with the suffering merely prolongs it.